A shy little boy, I couldn't protect them. Helpless and timid, as weak as a girl. They butchered my people, the dogs ate my father. My mother beheaded, they took my whole world. Crom, where is the wizard who killed my mother? Still, I can recall his terrible gaze. Crom, where are the two snakes facing each other? Crom, if you're my god, then show me the way.
You have no conviction. You only gotta listen. So strap on your ears and sit down, motion. You have no conviction. You only wanna listen to this motion picture meltdown.
Hello everyone, welcome again to another episode of Motion Picture Meltdown. I'm Stephen the Roast Rosenberg, and joining me today, my faithful co-hosts, Mark the Shark Hinton.
What's up?
Phil the Kill Collins. And special guest, Travis Harden.
Heyo.
Today we're going
Travis
to
the
be
hard on?
Travis
Wow, the hard on
Harding.
Travis. I haven't heard that since 7th grade.
Or the last podcast.
Yeah,
we did.
seriously.
Today we're going to be podcasting a couple of Arnold movies. It's been a while since we've done an Arnold movie, right?
What was the last Arnold movie we did? Commando, I think.
I
Yeah. God, that was like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Superstar. It's been all too long.
But we've got a lot of Arnold this season. I mean, we've got
No, we don't. We have enough Arnold.
we have
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
we have-
never too much.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way. We have what else? We have
End of
Running
Days.
Man, End of Days, Total Recall. We have a lot of Arnold.
Dude, fuck yes, in the
Nice.
days. I can't wait.
I forgot about that.
Recall.
I forgot about having to do Running Man and Total Recall because we were supposed to do that last
Having
season,
to
and then
do-
we forgot the podcast. It
Yep.
didn't exist anymore.
Well, anyway, the two movies we're doing today, of course, Conan the Destroyer and Conan the Barbarian. Not in that order. We'll talk about Conan the Barbarian first because it
The
came
Destroyer.
first, and it's the way superior of the two films, I would say.
By a wide margin, except for the sand sports punching.
Yeah, and camel haymakering.
Yeah.
There's far more animal punching in the second one.
Yeah.
Animals will punch in the making of Conan the Barbarian.
Conan the Barbarian was directed in 1982 by John Milius, who actually, he's a bigger writer than he is a director. He wrote Apocalypse Now
Coffin
and
lips now.
Conan the Barbarian, of course, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan, and then James Earl Jones as Balsa Doom.
Also known as Black Betty Page because he has terrible
Dude,
hair.
he has
Dude,
the worst
so bad.
fucking hair I've ever seen on a villain in my entire life. Like, it almost looks like it's his normal hair in the middle, and then they just taped long hair to
Dude.
the sides.
Bangs like that shouldn't be on a man ever.
Oh, he's
Like, it's just...
and his stare in the beginning, like he just he
Ties the
like
shit his mom.
he like
Darth
what is
rapist.
It? Yeah, what did I say the other day?
Oh, yeah,
Dad,
eye
basically.
fucks, yeah.
yeah.
Well, dude, and he also turns around, but he keeps looking at her. He's like, hey.
Like she's mesmerized by him staring at her. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But of course,
pretty hot.
Max von Sydow, is that his name?
Max von Sydow.
He's
yeah.
from The Exorcist, right?
Yeah, he played the priest in The Exorcist, the old priest. That dude's at least 3,000
He's
years
been in a
old.
few movies we've done too.
What
Judge
Dreams May
Dredd,
Come, Judge Dredd, yeah.
Minority Report.
Yeah.
He's the one we talk about bathing
He's-
in blood because he was like 78, 30
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, dude, he looked old. He looked older whenever they made The Exorcist in like 1973 than he does now.
Well, Dick Smith, yeah, the prosthetics guy, like, is awesome at that. So that's why, because he was actually like 28 or something when he made that.
So Max von Sydow / fucking
Oh, he also played Ming in Flash Gordon.
Oh God.
Yeah,
fucking
Emperor Ming.
fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Are we reviewing that? I fucking
We're gonna. He was
We're
talking about it the
talking
other
about
day.
No, throwing that movie in the
The
trash.
basis of Conan is when he's a little boy, his tribe or people get murdered the shit out of him by James Earl Jones and the Snake People, and
By the two snakes facing each other.
and his dad. Like that's one thing I will say I liked about the new remake of Conan better is the battle in the beginning,
Yeah.
because Ron Perlman played Conan's dad in this new movie, and
Yeah,
he was
he's-
just brutal.
Yeah, straight bashing the fuck out of motherfuckers while holding an infant that he just ripped out of its mother's womb with a knife.
Right, and he's like, and how they killed him by like pouring like hot
Steel on his
him
face.
or something.
That's a
Where-
little more brutal than
You're right,
a couple
dogs eating you.
It's such a shitty death.
The shit.
Yeah, if you're like the tribe's leader of this barbaric tribe, and then you fucking
Oh, got
there's
ate
a
by
couple.
dogs.
There's a couple Rottweilers.
You go down like fucking the fat black dude from fucking Snatch.
Yeah. Conan, of course, vows revenge upon James Earl Jones, and
Dogs are.
Yeah, only he gets taken as a slave and trained to be like a barbarian gladiator.
yeah, and which we see like one fight. And even when we do see him fight, he's just like the biggest pussy I've ever seen. And these are probably the best Arnold screams I've ever heard. Like, calm the fuck
That was
down.
one breath.
Yeah.
He never stopped yelling.
And he's fighting that like Asian black dude with shark teeth or whatever. Did you see it?
Oh, dude. The shit they do in this movie is like the special effects are awful. I love this movie. It's man movie. Conan does not say a goddamn word for like the first 40 minutes of the movie. Fucks like 3 women.
Oh yeah.
And a demon.
And kills the shit. Yeah, actually 2 women and a witch demon.
Yeah.
And then kills everything he comes in contact with. And then gets real drunk and punches a camel.
Punches the shit out of him.
Yeah, knocks the fuck out of that camel.
Well, and of course, what's the best in Conan's life?
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
You have to cross them!
Yeah, I actually have that
See
on a
them
t-shirt.
driven before you.
I know. It's fucking brutal. I love that line.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's why I have it on a t-shirt,
say
even though
that's-
my fat ass doesn't fit into it, right? Because it's one of those, hey, it's a slim fit 2X, which means it's actually a medium.
To make muscly guys look muscly and
Yeah.
fat guys look way fat.
Yeah, no, actually to make you look like a half-popped can of biscuits.
Oh, no, just start coming out, fucking-
Oh, what a gross analogy.
Just like the fucking
So true, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Michelin Man in a tank top from Hooters.
Now I want that on a shirt.
Ooh, gross.
And the blood, of course, is pretty terrible in this movie. Too.
Oh,
like
you-
every time he hits somebody, and
Well, you can tell that like what they did is like he had his like fake rubber sword or whatever, and they like taped a big bag full of fake blood to the side of him, and he smacked him, and then blood would explode. But really, it was more like really deep red Kool-Aid.
and there's a part when they break in with the woman for the first time.
Yeah.
And I
His
swear
name
to
is
God,
Valeria, and I'm like, wait a minute, venereal? Is it what?
Venereal?
Venereal disease?
Like he slashes this.
Valeria.
I swear to God, he slashes this guy across the stomach, and the guy's like, "Huh!" And then 2 seconds later, he's like, "Blah!" Like he's totally
He's
off.
like, he
cue.
holds
Like,
it in for a second.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on, I don't want to explode yet. Ah!
Like he's completely
Yeah, well,
off
okay,
cue
pressure.
with his slashing.
Yeah, it was like he was banging his girlfriend. He's like, not yet, now. All right, I gotta go.
It's not as bad as the second one, because in the second one you can clearly see the fucking rubber swords and shit. Like whenever the swords hit each other and they're just like bending and shit
Oh
like
god,
that.
yeah. The first one it's the ultimate dudes hang out together and get drunk, watch a movie kind of thing because it's real fucking stupid and everybody
awesome.
can quote it. You know, it's
It has
awesome.
a giant Muppet snake in it too.
Dude,
That made you so fucking mad. This asshole is texting me like 12 text messages, like one right after another. I'm sitting watching something, and this fucker's sending me pictures of James Earl Jones turning into a Muppet
Dude,
snake.
that is the shittiest transformation.
It is.
Like first it's like claymation or something. It's so shitty.
Just-
But I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking
The
about
actual
the
giant
giant snake.
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
yeah.
That's
Or-
fucking porn.
It's so fucking cool. Like you can see where it's made with like some kind of wiring because the way that it's bent is like
It's real robotic.
yeah, but it's like creased. It's like the
It's his fucking seam.
yeah,
It's like somebody
so
somebody
shitty.
tried to fold a snake's shirt in half or something. That's how it moves. Like, eh.
Oh, it's so
I'm looking at you with my snake Muppet mouth. One.
Little known fact: Jim Henson actually did do the Muppets for this, but he was 6 when he did it.
Yeah.
God, I don't know who the fuck made that snake. Hopefully they're dead. For real.
Steven wants everyone dead or
Yeah.
to die.
Unless they're John Candy, and then they want him to come back as a zombie and make more movies.
yeah.
God, just candy eating people.
John.
The ultimate irony.
What a fucking awesome headline! Candy eats living people.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, now you're looking up the special effects guy to see if he's dead.
He just wants to know.
I'm trying to
What
find
makes you
out
feel
where
better?
he
Wilt
lives.
Chamberlain's
Where
in
he
the second
fucking
one and he's
lives.
dead.
I'm trying to find out his address.
Find out his address and you can go to his house and be like,
But-
stop it.
Why would his address be on IMDb?
I think my favorite part is when they catch, well, right before they catch Conan, of course, he's like with all those weird bishops that worship the emptiness or whatever.
Oh.
Or they try to find true emptiness, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. But he walks up to that one and he's just super creepy.
Where do you think you're going, brother?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? To bare yourself? Why? You're so big and so well grown. You should be proud of your body. How do you expect to reach emptiness without knowing your own body?
Could we talk over there? Where the others do not see?
Why, yes, brother.
Super gay. The whole
How
time,
can you know true emptiness if you don't let me fill you up?
yeah, and the whole time he's like rubbing his chest. and
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, can we talk over the out so I can kill you with my machine gun?
And then when I get done, I'm going to walk over to this camel and I'm going to whack him on his hand!
Like, and Arnold's got that super creepy face whenever he's like, can we talk over the
Oh, yeah.
With the
Lurking
I'm not
rapes and bird.
complimenting
Yeah.
Ew.
We got a really good screenshot of James Earl Jones having a super creepy face, too. It's just like a side tilt with a...
With a little bit of a chicken.
But right after this part, he gets caught and crucified.
Oh,
or
on the
whatever,
tree?
And he's basically dead.
But he eats a
Dude,
Muppet.
that
He
fucking-
does eat that vulture.
He eats a fucking
It's so
vulture.
shitty looking.
Yeah, but it's
just
still
like,
awesome because he just gnawed a vulture to death.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that is ultimate payback.
But that adds
It's
to
like,
the
look,
shittiness.
It's just
of this
hanging on
movie.
it. So I'll tell you, friends, I have lots more teeth for them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, that part is so fucking cheesy and
You
shitty.
should have just headbutted it to death.
He's like, oh, you're gonna eat me? No, fuck you. I'm gonna eat you right now.
Anyway, the
eat
part
you right
where
back, motherfucker.
where he's pretty much dead, I thought that was like the coolest looking part in the movie. Was when like the demons were real transparent, and every time she like hit one, it like made a weird face or whatever. Like, I don't know, it was just kind of cool.
Although
But-
it was really like 1980s heavy metal animation.
Which is fine. It's way better than fucking Muppet Snake. Muppet.
Yeah,
That looked like a fucking.
Muppet.
It looked like a double-sized version of the snake from Hard Ticket to Hawaii. That is exactly what that looked like.
So gross.
I think it was the same fucking prop.
It might have been.
They just zoomed in.
They found it like in the back room of some dusty fucking warehouse somewhere.
Oh, this is a good snake. Let's
Yeah.
use this.
Yeah.
Some Arnold's cocaines and steroids
So-
stuffed inside of
So
it.
then they break into the Serpentor. I'm just gonna say Serpentor warehouse, which is also the Temple of Doom, because it looks exactly like where they're like breaking rocks and stuff in the Temple of Doom. I swear it's the same set.
Same set.
They get in there, and that's when James Earl Jones starts transforming into the other Muppet Snake, and he's
Two
fucking.
Muppet Snakes, one movie.
And his fucking
in one
face is
time.
claymation. It's so shitty. It's the fucking shittiest. And he brings out that huge pot of pea soup.
Oh,
Like, and the
He
guy's like,
text messaged me. Steven goes, and I knew exactly what part he was talking about. He goes, "What is this frothy brew?" That's all he said.
Ew!
Yeah, and then he just like a couple seconds later he goes, "It's fucking pea soup."
What is this frothy? Oh, okay.
it was frothy pea
And then he
soup.
follows that up with, "Why is he fighting a guy from Motorhead?"
He is. Like, the other bad guy is Lemmy.
I'm pretty sure it's blonde-headed Lemmy.
So much shit. And they're all like, this is paradise. No, I'm pretty sure that a bunch of naked skanks and pea soup, while James Earl Jones is transforming into a Muppet Snake, is not paradise.
1/3 of that is, but I'm not going to mention which third.
The pea soup.
James Earl Jones.
Ooh.
Why don't you come over here for this?
I named him after my favorite Bondi Pots, Cocktail.
oh god damn it.
That is 2 podcasts in a row I have mentioned.
Cocktail.
Goddamn Cocktail.
Arnold just annihilates
Everything
And-
because he's Arnold.
And right before he kills James Earl Jones, which is the worst fucking boss fight in the history of movies ever.
Do you think it's worse than whenever he fights the lizard in the next movie?
Yes, because he actually fights the lizard.
I don't know, dude. I
He
mean,
doesn't
it's
even
this-
fight James Earl Jones. James Earl
Yeah,
Jones
but you know what? He doesn't want to
What's the
fight James
same
Earl
revenge?
Jones because James Earl Jones has snake bow and arrow.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like James Earl
So
Jones
he kills Conan's girlbow. He shoots snake bow and arrow.
He
Not
does,
Nerf
he
bow and
does
arrow.
shoot a snake at her. Like I would watch that and I was like, that was just straight G.I. Joe Cobra Commander,
Just
G.I. Joe movie shit. Remember when fucking Cobra Commander throws that fucking cobra at Duke and it goes through his chest or whatever?
So stupid.
Dumb.
Don't go in there. You won't survive. That giant snake eats Joe's alive.
Get the fuck out of here, Roadblock.
Get your fucking Muppet Snake out of here.
So yeah, like right before he kills James Earl Jones, James J.E.J.
Jedge.
goes all Darth Vader on his ass.
The wellspring from which you flow. When I am gone, you will have never been. What will your world be without me? My son.
Like, and the whole time he's doing the crazy eye rape thing.
Yes,
And
they
it,
want the world
with
be
his
without
bang.
me.
it was some weird rhyming. Like, I was just like, this is all rhymes. Oh, I'm going to
So you know it's
do
true.
a J down by the bay. Maybe I'll lay
So
on
he's-
some hay.
So he's like a hipster rapper because he's got the terrible haircut. Ooh,
Like,
atmosphere.
And apparently the world wouldn't be the same without him, similarly to Captain Hook.
it's very, very funny, too, because right before he starts talking, Conan's, like, glaring at him. And then right after he's talking, Conan's like, he could be right.
Oh, shit.
Like, he's
So stupid.
got such a
He
bewildered
has a
look
Oh,
on
yeah.
his
fucking
face.
spiritual
face.
moment. He's like, oops, did I poop? Nope. I didn't.
Dedicated
So then
my
Conan
whole
cuts
life.
off his head and holds it up so all the priests can see or whatever.
And then throws it down.
Yeah,
the
that's
seven,
sauce.
then slinkies it down 7,000
Dude,
stairs.
I love that. You watch it bounce for so long. Way too long.
45 minutes
Like,
of his head rolled in.
Mark talks about how much he loves this movie, and
I like the second one better.
do you really? No,
Yes,
you don't.
yes I do.
I literally just envisioned myself punching him in the face.
Like,
Like I saw it. I
the
saw
thing
it
is,
happen.
I like
it's
it
just,
better.
it's so shitty. It's so cheesy.
There's just so much traveling involved
And-
now.
and yeah,
You
it's
just
so,
go from one
like-
place
Are you
to
talking
another
about-
place.
before
At
we
least,
talk about
at least in the first one. At least in the second one, it just starts off and there's just brutality.
That's what I'm saying. Like, punches a horse in the face.
Like within the
That-
first 30 seconds.
That can't be fucking fake. Like, you watch that, it looks like he punches that fucking horse to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he punched down a horse.
We'll go ahead and move on to Conan the
He's similar
Destroyer.
to Chad Ochocinco, only he didn't race a horse, he just punched it.
Yep.
Aw. We
Uh,
don't need Ocho Cinco references.
Yes, we do.
Child, please. Child, please. Child, please. Child, please.
Child, please. Conan the Destroyer was directed by Richard Fleischer,
Fucking
who actually also directed Red Sonja.
Now, I will say that this movie is way better than Red Sonja.
Here. Stars Arnold, of course, Grace Jones as a dykey Bart Simpson lookalike.
She looks like Kid and Play had a lesbian baby.
Yeah, I can see that totally.
And
Apparently someone did eat her shorts.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
This is one of those
Wilt
moments.
Chamberlain plays Boombata.
This is one of those moments we talked about in the Troll podcast. Whenever we were talking about Sonny Bono getting
Yeah.
cast, and we were like, the director had a fucking hat with a bunch of random celebrities in there, and he just pulled it out and said, "Well, fuck it. I guess I'm going with Wilt Chamberlain."
He probably just went, I want the most gigantic person alive. And Wilt Chamberlain just happened to walk by and be like, I don't have anything to do.
Yep. Michael Clark Duncan was probably only 6'8" at this time.
Wasn't quite tall enough. That was whenever he was 10.
But,
R.I.P.
yeah, but seriously though, where the fuck did he come up with Wilt Chamberlain?
Will fucking Chamberlain?
Why not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Why not Michael Jordan?
Yeah, and then Grace Jones isn't really an actor or an actress or whatever it is. But she was only in like a couple of movies. She's a singer.
Yeah.
She's on the soundtrack of like every movie ever. And she has a weird pink wig now. If you look up pictures of her on IMDb, it's really awful.
No.
It's like skinny Miss Piggy with a pink wig.
Well, because she's always looked very normal.
The guy
No.
who plays
That's what I'm
the
saying.
guy who plays Mako is in this one again.
He was in the first one.
Or the guy who Mako. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He's in both movies.
But I thought it was funny how, like, in the first movie, he goes and he finds Mako, you know, his wizard friend, and he never does anything wizardy.
No, he
in
just
the first
cries.
movie. Yeah, he just kind of walks around
and
doesn't
writes
do it.
on Arnold's face.
Yeah.
While
And
he's
then in the
sleeping.
second movie, he does all kinds of wizardy shit, which basically is just him waving his hands around and then a torch lights or a door opens. He can't do anything
It's not-
else.
Well, he also has telepathic abilities as well, but
It's whatever.
And so he comes in contact,
he is a terrible wizard.
or he's riding into the to the city that he was in the first movie,
Yeah.
and he sees the camel that he punches,
Yeah, his faithful friend.
And he
and
fucking punches it again.
well, the
he
camel
apologizes
spits on him.
to
He
him.
Oh, yeah, he
apologizes,
apologizes.
and the
Sorry about
camel
before.
spits a load all over his
Dude,
face.
it is.
Ew.
And then
Just a
Arnold
straight
does a straight
burn on
Randy
it.
Savage fucking haymaker to this camel's head, and
He whack-a-moles
it.
it.
Pounds it into the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he whack-a-moles it. He like over the top of his head and just goes. He boops its head.
And it was seriously a head bop, yeah.
Second
knocked
animal
it the
punch.
fuck out.
Yeah.
Within, I looked
Within
at it when
like
I watched the
20
movie, it's
minutes.
within 11 minutes. He punches 2 animals to the ground.
Yeah, that texted Steven while I was watching. I was like, God, he punches so many animals in this movie. I was like, Brandy would not approve.
Definitely not.
But,
So
you
much
know,
animal punching.
But fuck punching a snake, though.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's way too good to fuck
Let's
up.
just stab it in its lower jaw and,
Yeah.
and move the sword around a little bit.
Yeah.
Shitty.
But nearly
it's
as
not
shitty as Mirror Monster.
Yeah, let's talk about
Dude,
Mirror Monster
I
for a
love this
second.
guy.
This motherfucker has a Halloween mask on.
It is.
Oh, let's talk about how it
they didn't
starts.
even-
He sends a fucking smoke dragon that looks like it's straight up animated out of the Lord of the Rings
Oh, yeah.
cartoon from the 70s.
It's all
And it
quiet.
goes and
It's
it
like,
steals this
ooh.
bitch, a smoke dragon. It's made of nothing solid, picks a bitch up, and takes it back into an ice palace. So basically, it is Lord of the Rings with a $4 budget.
Right.
And then he turns into a weird fucking mirror monster, which is Halloween mask.
Dude, almost on the verge of the haunted mask, like R.L. Stein.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, it's fucking
It
horrible.
doesn't move. You can see
You
the
can
guy's
see the guy's
behind
face
it.
and mouth behind the fucking mask, and the mouth doesn't move. It's fucking awful.
I was watching this with my girlfriend Amanda last night, and like when he at the beginning when it first shows him, and he comes out from under his hood, you know, his shitty $4 founded at Horner novelty hood,
Dude, it's a.
and he opens his mouth and his tongue pops out. She goes, "Is his tongue a piece of fucking sandwich meat?" And I was like, "Ooh, it is." It looks terrible.
And let's not forget the fucking sound it makes. They just took a bunch of like clips from a circus or something because it just sounds like Arnold screaming and then a lion roaring. I take that back. It sounds like Arnold taking a dump and a lion roaring.
Now, I really think that if you watch that fight scene, it's like watching an '80s pro wrestling match.
Yeah.
I mean, he tries to power bomb. I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
He
and
tries
they
to
even do
powerbomb
like
him.
the arm walk up shit.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he tries to power bomb.
Puts him
He's
in
trying
the
to stop
abdominal strain
Yeah.
or whatever.
Did Randy Savage
I'm pretty sure it's played by.
Randy
You can probably
Savage
look it
played-
up. I bet the Mirror Monster is played by some fucking wrestler.
uncredited?
Yeah,
Oh,
uncredited,
man.
coked out fucking wrestler.
And then they're like, "What sound effect are we gonna get for him?"
I wonder
It's
if
like, well, I got an idea.
man ape.
How about?
Have you ever seen the beginning to any MGM movie ever made? Okay, I'm thinking that.
I think we'll just play
Oh
that.
yeah, Man Ape. That has to be it.
Holy shit!
Andre the Giant.
Andre the
played
Giant.
Dagoth.
Oh my
Dagoth.
fuck! Uncredited, like I fucking said.
No, that's not the
Dagoth
Mirror Monster.
is the
Dagoth is the
dildo
Monster.
head.
Oh my god!
That was Andre the Giant.
Yeah, Dagoth is the big thing with the dildo for
So
a head.
Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant in a movie together, and no one knew. Who knew this?
Man
and
Ape.
Arnold
Top them
Schwarzenegger.
on. That has to be the fucking Man Ape.
Yeah.
Dude, what is this? Who's Pat Roach?
Ooh,
Let's look it up. Proud and passionate Angle.
he's in every Indiana Jones movie apparently, and Willow. Yet he doesn't have a photo on fucking IMDb.
Like how,
Nobody wants
how
to look
poor
at
do
it.
you have to be?
I have a photo on IMDb.
How horrid do you have to look?
Dude, let's talk about Dagoth for a minute and how awful that monster is.
Oh yeah, it's a vagina-faced unicorn.
Yeah, like, but it's not even a unicorn. Like, it just looks like a very sore wiener.
with a fucking pair of Google eyes.
So it's a really pissed off hermaphrodite
Yeah, kind of.
with chlamydia.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Because it oozes shit out of its vag mouth.
Yeah.
And then they fight it.
stupidest
And when
fucking
my favorite part is when Arnold jumps on the back of the monster, and you can tell it's all made of like fake rubber foam.
Oh, yeah.
And he like bounces on it, and it gets all squishy. You know, I was like, he's totally playing with a Stretch Armstrong right now.
I think it's almost as shitty as the way the dragon is in Red Sonja.
Dude,
the
oh,
the
God.
water
The
dragon.
water
Keep going
dragon.
back to Red Sonja.
Just like switch
Because
them
Red
around.
Sonja is like the worst.
Dude,
That's
I used
like
to love that
you
as a
take
kid.
you take like Conan the Destroyer, make it twice as boring and twice as shitty, and then that's Red Sonja.
Do you make it twice as boring and then multiply the sum of that, or the product of that, and make that twice as shitty?
Yes.
And then
Okay.
Cupid.
Easy.
I'm just making sure.
And then Cupid.
I just wanted to know the. I just wanted to know the exact quotient of the disgustingness. It's terrible.
Yeah, very gooey.
Very gooey. Why you gotta say gooey?
When he pulls the fucking unicorn horn off.
About the horn!
Dude, I think the worst part about this movie is the fucking editing. Like when he's fighting Wilt Chamberlain,
Dude.
like first, like
What if
1
he just
second,
he's wearing basketball shorts and just fighting him?
1 second he's like hanging, and then the clip is different, and he's like standing there with the sword. Like it's so shitty.
And like somebody's sitting there editing that, it's like, that's a pretty smooth transition.
It's pretty close. It's close enough.
Like he's got a knife stabbed in him, and then the next clip, Wilt Chamberlain's like standing there. It's just so fucking awful.
I love it when they kill the mirror monster by smashing all the mirrors.
Oh, of course.
Right? And then when Conan takes his sword and throws it through the mirror and impales the wizard that is the the monster or whatever, and he kind of does the you got me. Like he's got a sword sticking out, and he just walks out like it doesn't hurt. He just walks out and he's like, and he grabs that gem, pulls the sword out, and then just dies.
Yeah, just ass.
It was fucking retarded.
Well, like he had a choice between the last 2 remaining mirrors, and the way they shot it and like edited it and everything, and it seemed like he had a choice. Like if he didn't pick right, somebody was gonna die. But the other one left was the one he fucking came in. Like
And that's
he
what I
didn't
love.
know what was on the other side of that.
And what I love also is everybody's like, no, not this one. It's like, get the fuck out of the way. It's that simple.
it's like once he breaks it, there'll only be one left.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh my god, so fucking dumb.
Yeah, that fucking.
It's worse than I remember.
I can't believe that's Andre the Giant under that fucking thing.
And why does it even need to be?
Look at that ridiculous Arnold Grace Jones picture.
Yeah.
Are they just fucking around on set? Like,
I guess.
where's that picture?
It's my good friend.
Yeah, I don't know. But then there is the
She has no
hilarious,
boobs, only really large pecs.
the really hilarious quote from Destroyer whenever Grace Jones is trying to teach the blonde chick how to fight with a spear.
How do you men?
If you're going to learn how to fight, then learn with a real weapon. Not with a toothpick. Here, I'll show you. Stand like this. Yes, you do it. Try it.
Of course, like Arnold had to say, "Do it, do it, do it,
Try it. Holding that gigantic sword, and he's literally drunk out of his gourd because he just chugged a whole gourd of
out of a gourd."
Yeah, a whole gourd of hooch.
Hooch.
What are you doing later? Oh, I'm gonna go get a gourd of hooch and just have myself a party.
Why don't
I'm
we
gonna teach somebody a sword fight right after that.
We should drink gourds of hooches.
Ooh,
Gourds of
we
hooches.
should
We
drink
still
gourds
need to
of
have the
Turner
Viking
and
party.
Funny party,
Yeah.
and we'll just watch Conan.
Are we gonna review
That's
Turner
awesome.
and Hooch and then drink a gourd of hooch while watching
Ew,
Turner and Hooch?
no, we're not gonna drink
Come
a
on.
gourd of
Come
dog.
on.
Ew.
Gourd
You
of
never let
dog.
me drink Turner and Hooch.
Yeah. I'll let you drink a giant bottle of Wilt Chamberlain if you'd like.
Dude, his wig is so fucking
It's
bad.
not as bad as James Earl Jones. Nothing will ever be that
Yeah,
bad.
because
Wilt
Will
Chamberlain
Chamberlain
looks like a-
real, just nasty as he lives in that time period. Never
It looks like a
washes his
throw
hair.
rug that they tied on.
Yeah,
it's like
but
the
at least
ponytail.
it's fro-ish. Like, at least it just looks like a fro. He put a
At
Viking
least it's
hat on.
not totally different hair.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like if I just cut Steven's hair off, put it to the side of my head, that's what he would fucking look like. It's like,
Dude,
what?
It looks like somebody straightened black hair and just put it on a black
silken,
guy's
like,
head.
it's silken like that of an Asian fella.
Yeah,
Something like-
it's so bad.
It's the fucking worst.
Oh god, but
It must be exhausting being worshipping nothingness.
God, the Governator is pissed right now.
yeah, he's gonna come beat the shit out of all of us.
All of us.
But he's the greatest.
And then he's going to impregnate our maids.
Oh, we haven't said anything bad about Arnold, like aside from like his crazy hair.
And aside from the fact that he just
And he
screams for
can't
25
fucking
straight
talk.
seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, but at that time, I'm pretty sure these were the only English words he knew, just enough to do this movie.
Yeah.
Like, his English is only worse than one other movie, which we need to review.
Oh, the Hercules in New York. Were they dubbed over him?
But
I
yeah,
always
in my
watch his
opinion,
original audio.
both these movies are fucking shitty. Like, if you want to watch them for a good laugh, go for it.
Fuck you, Conan the
But they're
Barbarian.
super
Awesome.
aged.
Barbarian is not shitty.
It's
If you have
shitty.
$5,
Yes, it is.
if you have $5, go to the fucking Walmart and buy the complete quest, which does not come
He doesn't come with
a fucking
jacket.
insert.
Yeah.
You can disagree with me all you want, but this movie is fucking shitty. It's cheesy. It's not good. It's not.
It's horrible. It's fucking terrible. It's shitty. It's goddamn awful, and I don't like it.
I love it. I love it.
But you love
But
it
it's
so much.
awful.
I'm proud to say, I own the complete quest. I'm proud of that.
I do too.
I'm glad I have.
Let's
it.
go rub our dicks together and
I
start
have
a
a
fire,
question.
Travis.
Like, how is it the complete quest? Like, for one, they're two entirely separate quests.
Yeah.
And neither one of them are really a quest. It's just like, hey, I'll bribe you to go do this. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll do
the
that.
second one, like
One's
the
a
first
revenge
one's like
flick, one's a
revenge.
rescue, like almost like a rescue.
But
flick.
he gets paid to do it.
Like, he's
quote-unquote.
a
Like,
fucking,
gonna
he's a mercenary in the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Well, I
He's
mean,
doing
have you
it
ever
for
read any of the
money.
old Conan novels? That's pretty much what he did.
No, Mark, I've
Yes.
not read the Conan novels.
That's
while
what he
jerking
was.
off.
While jerking off
I'm
eating
Mark.
I'm not wearing
Have you
glasses.
ever
No,
read?
you actually read the Conan. The
Actually,
canon,
I'm
the
on
official-
number 322.
Actually, in this scene, you clearly see the director's coffee cup. So good. You probably would have.
You can all suck my dick.
If
With
you're
that
gonna
being
read something,
said,
I guess Conan the Barbarian.
I think we all suggest watching these movies for at least a
Definitely.
good laugh. Maybe not the Destroyer because it's ass.
Fuck you!
Yeah, that,
Can I bring up
Conan
one
the
more thing?
Destroyer shouldn't exist. It's terrible.
Can I bring up one more thing?
Yeah.
Okay, we obviously had
Yes.
a weird, creepy gay thing in the first one, but
yeah.
there's another short one you didn't get that clip for, but that's fine because it's really short. It's him talking to the wizard, and he goes to the wizard, he goes, I need you. And the wizard just goes, I'm yours. It's just
So
like, what the
nasty.
fuck? But
But
I
not
just
that
wanted
there's
to bring that
anything
up.
wrong with that.
No, that's fine, but I just thought it was funny.
Just super bisexual hodoism.
Oh, and I hate his fucking sidekick in that movie.
Oh yeah,
Well, he's like Jar Jar Binks. He's supposed to be funny. He's just
It's
annoying.
Jack
Everyone
Nicholson's
hates him.
henchman from Batman.
Dude, I hate that.
It's
guy.
like
He's
crazy
wrong.
blonde
Yeah, it's Bob.
spike hair. Just get the fuck
Why
out
is
of
he
here.
so
I like the
creepy?
diamond.
You like these
They could've
eating
washed you
diamonds
first. Like, shut up.
Oh.
Yeah, he ate a diamond at the beginning.
twice. Later on, he eats one.
So
It's
I
like,
can't wait to
stop
shoot this
eating.
out.
Like, why are you eating them? You're not captured. Like, stop
Found
eating
a
diamonds.
tangerine the size of the tangerine.
And
Oh yeah.
apparently, the bandit had been a tangerine.
I think that's all the time that we've got
I
for
think
you
the last
today.
3 hours of bitching is enough.
Yeah.
We're only up to 13 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Joining me today, we got special guest Travis Hardon,
Sha-sha-sha.
Phil the Kill Collins,
Bye, guys.
Mark the Shark Hinton.
Later.
Not that there's anything wrong with
We all have cool nicknames. Steven the Roast Rosenberg, and we'll see you next time. You don't get to be the shark.
Warrior without fear. He's more powerful than any man. His legend spreads across the land and sea. Conan, the mightiest warrior ever. His quest to undo the spell of living stone cast upon his family by driving the evil serpent men back into another dimension and vanquishing their leader, the cruel wizard Raphamon.